to start. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. The option look. Got enough for the first down. Oh, what a move! And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Mids are always going to have a threat to run it at quarterback, whether it's Ricky Dobbs or Kaipo Noah Kaheatu and Hada.
God bless you. Yeah, and as a Navy quarterback, beating those guys in history, just got to make great decisions, but you got to make them fast, and you got to make them often when you run the option play after play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. On the option. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. They couldn't find the uprights on that 51-yard field goal attempt, so they'll give up the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Quickly complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Copeland. Touchdown, Flames! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy quick to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Looking left. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the running game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the fullback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Liberty.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. This offense with a fresh set of downs. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
To the air, it's Horvath. Dances away to buy time. Gets away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On the move. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And you can tell when the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll go to the sneak. And Navy will go back on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Horvat. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Made a defender miss. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting and come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Flames. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The back goes in motion. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
3rd and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the 1st down.
Sweet feet on the move. Flying out to the left. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gray. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see it. And the pass is intercepted. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Unloads to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, midshipmen. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Liberty. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And he muffs it. It's loose. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt, you get those nerves out, you get a few of those hits in, everybody starts to get a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Paula. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pocket starts to collapse. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On the return, it's Green. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. It didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He'll do it himself. That's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, the running back using his speed.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over, the Flames sending the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Flames. They take the lead with the 6.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Navy will go back on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive, first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Salter. And it's caught! Touchdown, Liberty! Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Navy offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense got it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Back to throw, it's Salter.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's got it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drop.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll operate out of split backs. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Running back goes in motion. On the option. He'll toss it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Horvath. He lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, what a move to get room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense finally makes a stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Liberty 42, Navy 28.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And listen, the fullback's not going to run deep routes, and he's not going to be a speedster or a blazer, but keeping you honest, making you defend the whole field, everybody on the field. Just keep working, and maybe the big fella will get you something later.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Horvath. Fires left. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. Touchdown Flames. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. The defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Navy will go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here you want to play. Just execute the offense.
They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And they got him for the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Calls his own number. Strong, firm tackle.
No, he's short. And I tell you what, the QB that you see down this area, it's so short. You only got a couple yards you got to get. He thought he could get it, went downhill, tried to get there, but the defense says no, sir.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty 30 takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give and tick, 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 tick. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback will audible. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Right back to it. At the 45 on his way. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Liberty. And the punishment has been extended. Getting set for the point after. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do